Well, hello, I'm Libra. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Now, I will say I did start this and I had to stop the video, got interrupted. Sorry, but I laid out all the cards and I don't want to change them. Anyway, this is a reading for Libra, mid July to mid August, love reading, sun, moon, rising. It is a general reading, may or may not resonate. So, what I have, I will tell you as I pulled the cards. Five of Wands and Three of Wands in your current situation. King of Cups and Knight, King of Cups and King of Swords in what you are leaving. What's coming in is the Hangman and Ten of Swords. What you don't see is Four of Swords. What to look for is Seven of Pentacles. Obstacles or challenges is Six of Cups. Strengths is the Fool. Where this all leads, I'm keeping to myself. Your advice, I'll keep to myself for right now. And then I pulled a what else do we need to know card, and I'll keep those all. So the bottom of the deck, and I'm sorry about that. I normally do not. I swear I didn't cheat. Okay, I swear. So I'm sorry. Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, and what I feel like is happening here is you're really like you're focused on what to do next. You're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand, give yourself a good direction. You're trying to really decide which way to go. But I think that you're trying to be very logical about it. I do believe that these two kings are two separate people. Gender is non-specific here, but I do believe they are the same gender. And I do believe that these are two people that you have a choice or have been dating to, or they're definitely they're not necessarily a significant other, but they're definitely a prospect. But there's two of them, and they're two different people. And they're two completely different people. Swords versus cups. Swords, he's like a thing, and the sword is black and white. I mean, the cup is very, very easy. The swords are not so easy. They're very black and white. They say exactly how they feel. So I do feel like, yeah, you've got two people going on here. So in your current situation, you have the Three of Wands and the Five of Wands. Five of Wands came out first. So I do feel like there is some kind of confusion, and there is definitely some competition happening here. But I do also feel that the Three of Wands says that there's something that you're going to see some answers here shortly. The Three of Wands is about your ships coming in, having things settled in, and this person has definitely got the work on the table, but and he's looking at what he's got. So I think that you are going to kind of come to some kind of realization here shortly. If not, when you're watching this, or really, really soon, there'll be some kind of something will happen that you'll be able to make more sense of which direction you want to go in. But what's coming in is the Ten of Swords with the Hangman. And I feel like you're going to be surprised. Overall, you will be taking a step back from both, I believe, because of the Hangman. And you're going to decide what to end. Because I feel like you don't want either one to end. There's like a good thing with each that you're like, which one do I want more? Like there's something very appealing about both of them, both of those energies. And each appealing thing is different. And so you would love to just meld them together and make one thing, but it's not going to happen. So you are going to be putting an end to one of the decisions, but you're taking time to do that. You're taking time to look at it from all different angles with the Hangman. So you're kind of going to feel a little bit stagnant. And also what you don't see is the Four of Swords, because I think this is going to be harder than you might think. So with that, know that you're going to be taking a break from both probably. Or that you should, because you might need to just take a step back, and because I think it's harder than you anticipated. And when this energy comes in, knowing that you have to put an ending to something, it's really hard. And with that comes that what you don't see is you are going to need to heal more than you realize. Because right now I feel like you kind of think like it doesn't really matter, one or the other, but I think it's a lot harder than you think, and then you'll be taking that time. What to look for is the Seven of Pentacles. So kind of watch for whoever has planted the seeds. I think that's a decision maker here. Like, who has really planted the seeds for a future, or planted the seeds to bring out the best in you, or where can the roots take best? And I think that that's the key here, and that's just something to look for. Doesn't mean it's the answer, but it's something to look for. So I think that you're going to be going through a process. And I will tell you, with what the outcome is, you are definitely going to have to do this work. Okay, the work of feeling it, understanding it, hurting a little bit. It's going to be hard, and because of the advice too. So we'll get to all of these things. But your obstacle or challenge is the Six of Cups. I feel like the challenge is you're trying to bring back some kind of feeling from the past, and that's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen, because it's never the same, right? Even if it's close, it's not the same. So if you're really trying to bring some memory, there's some memory or something from the past that you're trying to recreate, and it could keep you from moving forward. So just keep that in mind as you're going through this situation. And then you have the Fool in your strength. So there is new opportunity here. And the strength is that you will be willing to take a leap of faith. You will have that gumption to go, okay, I'm going to do this. And so this kind of attitude, this young, kind of innocent attitude will help you move forward, I think. Because I think too, this attitude is going to help you to see what will be rooted the best. I have a feeling that this whole attitude will shine the light on the right one and what's going to be the best. I rarely have readings like this where it's two people. So this might be very specific. And if so, that's the way it is. I'm getting the messages. So before I get to the outcome, and you'll know why I'm stopping there, is your advice is the Three of Swords. And I think what this is saying, you need to feel this. You need to know that it's going to hurt, and you need to know that you need to separate yourself from one or the other, or both, for a while. And this is very important, because the healing is more important than you may realize. It's what you don't see. And I think that this healing is a whole process. And the reason why I keep doing this, okay, so your outcome is the High Priestess. So to me, when I'm doing a reading and this card comes in the outcome, especially for a predictive reading, you are not supposed to know the answer to this. Sorry, but that's what I read this card as. And sometimes this is very important. And the reason why I'm really going through this healing process is because Spirit wants you to not have an assumption here, because you need to be the one that heals. You need to feel the hurt. You need to know what to let go of. You need to go through this hangman process, because if I were to give you the answer right now, you would go pick that person. Probably not necessarily, but you could. And Spirit's going, nope, 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 nope. Gotta go through the whole thing. You just gotta do it, because this decision has to come from your heart, and it has to come from you feeling these hurts. I will be honest with you. I think you will overcome them quickly. It's not going to be something long-lived. It's just harder than you thought. That's all it is. Even though I've got the two worst cards here with the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords, I think they're a reminder that you need to process your feelings, and you need to process the pain, or at least the angst of letting someone go, and to understand that you can't always focus on the past, and you can't bring something back from the past, because even if a person comes back from the past, it's not going to be exactly the same as it was back then either. So keep that in mind as well. And then I just pulled a what else do we need to know, or is there anything else we need to know? And that's the Magician. So I think this is key to this reading, because you did get High Priestess here, and I can't give you an answer, is that the Magician says you've got what it takes, you've got all of the tools that you need. Know this, be confident, and you can work through this process. And when you do work through this process, I believe magic will happen. And then the High Priestess will also tell you which way to go, because you're going to be able to use your intuition, and you're going to be able to use your self growth and your self healing that you're doing here to make the appropriate decision. So there you have it, Libra. I know, but part of the process is the healing. So, you'll have another reading here in a little bit. Maybe there'll be more answers, in that one, because the next readings I do for astrology ones are the healing ones. So that may be really appropriate. And I do have one, I post one towards the end of the month every month. So maybe go back and look at that one, Libra, and see if that helps any. But those are just overcoming blocks, and you might need that. It'll probably be in the next couple weeks. So look for that coming up as well. So there you have it, Libra. I know that I'm leaving you hanging a little bit, but I think I gave you good advice. So I'm going to stick with it, and take care and have a beautiful day.